Okay, I wanted to do a quick demo on some new capabilities of Google's Gemini, which I've been using quite a bit actually in the last, I don't know, few weeks probably since they upgraded to the new model. Um, this is going to be really fast and kind of really fun, but it has a lot of implications in terms of uh, producing content like presentations specifically. Now, I've been using NotebookLM to create presentations for quite some time. And NotebookLM, actually, I've been working in that a lot. I just did a report on methylene blue, which is kind of cool. I am working on a music video, and I have some other things that I've been working on, some marketing stuff, some text adventure games, all kinds of cool stuff. But I was making presentations. Let's work. I've been doing this stuff on the Knights Templar, where I've done deep research where it's been able to find all kinds of information on this particular group, the Templars, which started out as a group of like 9 knights. And anyways, it's a whole cool historical thing behind that. And I was able to use the slide deck tool to generate these cool presentations, these full on. This one was completely illustrated and created by NotebookLM, and it is an overview of the history. I just told it to use the reference. I wanted it to look like an illuminated manuscript. I wanted to have the feel of that time. It generated all of the maps, all of the content. It did all of the illustration. Like, I gave it kind of a style that I was going for. That was about it. And it just put this whole thing together and gave a cool, like, overview history of the Knights Templar all the way up until they were kind of eradicated in 1307, as you can see here. And their leader was then burnt at the stake. But anyways, this whole thing was built around just me doing some deep research using NotebookLM, so you can do their deep research tool. You can add your own sources from a Google Drive, a website, YouTube, whatever. I mean, it's a fantastic tool because you can take all of your stuff and put it in there. And then, like any other AI, you can ask questions for it. Now, making these cool presentations, and I made some cool, one sheet cards, right? Like, kind of give you an overview of some of the historical stuff. And I was kind of working on like some comic book stuff. I mean, it's just fantastic. This is just like really cool things. But the problem is those things aren't editable. So you can do some minor editing. You can bring it into Photoshop. You can bring it into Adobe Acrobat, and you can do some editing. Adobe Acrobat has some tools to like separate out some of the text and make the text editable. And then it really just depends on how it's built, because it has an AI tool that's kind of like separating things. But Google kind of stepped it up here because this is new just in the last week or so in Gemini. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into Google Gemini, and I have the Pro account, which is only $20 a month. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click the plus, and I'm going to go to NotebookLM, and I'm going to click add my notebook, and I'm going to add in all the information that I've been working on for my company, Man of Ages, which is my role-playing game company. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to hit add. And then in this tools function, you have deep research, where you can research all of the stuff in your notebook. And I think you can have 50 or more sources in your notebook. Like, it can be pretty thick. You can generate some videos based off of it. You can create images using Nano Banana. Canvas is what we're going to talk about. And then there's some learning. It'll guide you through and like learn stuff. I don't even know what this is yet. I haven't clicked this button yet. I'm going to go to Canvas. And what we're going to do with Canvas here is I'm going to say, I want a presentation in the branding of Man of Ages, giving an overview of the company and its core products. All right. So, and I'm going to say, make it 6 slides and make it detailed. Right. So, okay, that's kind of cool. I should probably spell it right. All right. And I spelled it right. The A is capitalized. Anyway, so now I'm just going to hit the play button or the submit button, click. And so it's going to think for a few minutes, not even a few minutes. I tried this already and it was kind of cool. Okay, so as you can see here now, it's creating the slides. So kind of like in NotebookLM, but this is a lot different. And so it created the slides. What I do like about this is the second time I've done it, and it's managed to keep the basic general branding. It's got my colors right and some other things. And so I'm going to click through these slides. Oh, look at that. It even pulled in an image. That's interesting. This is all my information. This is really good. It kind of talks a little bit about the core product, PsychScape. It's got some of these, like, it's just bringing in some like general photography. So you're like, oh, what is this? Okay. This is about the adventure that I have in there and talking about some other things. And then unfold your story. And then it gives a source page. So it looks like it found a source, right? So, okay, cool. But this is the button that's important. Export to slides, Google Slides. So now it's creating a slide. It tells me down in the bottom left here, it says it's creating a slide, and it's actually creating this into a Google slide. So what's cool about that is now I have the Google Slides in my Google Drive. I'm going to click on it, and boom, here it is. Here's the slide. Now, it looks like it screwed up its own kind of typography, but the joy of this is that it is editable. This is, oh, there we go. I just got scaled weird. Want to import it. Now it's literally a Google slide deck, right? Which I work in all the time at my job, my day job, and I use it all the time for other things. This is great. So this must be the gradient that's put on top of it. And so now, oh, here's this image, whatever. Okay, well, I'm going to delete that image. I don't want that there. I don't like this image here. I'm going to delete that image. I'm going to delete this little overlay thing. I bet you I can get in there. I sure can. Oh, look, and it can crop it just like it was. So if you know how to use Google Slides, everything, that's a number I can actually click on, right? All of this stuff. So I can pull that out. Now I have a folder that I've created for this demo that has some stuff. So I'm going to pull in some images. So I'm going to pull in an image of my game book. There we go. You could go into if you know how to use Google Slides well, you can access any of your photos in your Google Photos and add those into that. They've made that a lot easier. It also has the ability to generate images, which is kind of a cool thing too. So there we go. Now I've got an image of my actual book is in there. I can go here and put in other products that I have. So I'm going to put this here. Look at that. I accidentally dropped that on the background. That's kind of cool that I did that. And I don't want to do that. I want to bring in this image. I know I'm not giving a really good tool. Trust me, I do know how to use Google Slides. I use it every day. Just kind of having fun here. So there we go. I also, on the main page, I want my actual logo on the main page. So let's go ahead and delete this that it made. I bet you there's a way for it to source the image of my book. So there's got to be a way for it to source images, which is cool. So now there we go. Now that's way better looking, right? Because it's got my actual logo. And then I have the PsychScape word mark as well. So we'll drop that guy in there. Whoa, that thing's huge. I probably should have used a smaller version. Let's go to format options and scale that bad boy down to about 50%. Did that work? No, because I did it wrong. Scale object. Control Z. We used to call these when I was teaching college lame demos. Anyways, you get the point. You can edit this. It is now a Google slide deck, and you can manipulate it just like you would a Google slide deck. So, how much of a game changer is this? I know Canva is doing the certain thing, the same kind of thing, and I know PowerPoint is on its way. Microsoft promised something way out of the world for that. Anyways, this is really powerful, especially if you're just going to do some outlines. If it can actually import a brand, or then you can apply your template to this, because you could have a branded template that you apply to this. It's game changer. As you could take any documentation, you could write a script for your presentation. And now I have a presentation in minutes that you can update right here in Google Slides. And then, of course, this goes out to PowerPoint or a PDF or whatever you want, right? Incredibly, incredibly powerful.